Hi everyone, today we're making a salsa macha. Look at all these beautiful peppers. We've got guajillo, ancho, chiles de árbol. We're gonna go over them in a minute, but we are sticking to a classic salsa macha because I love adding it to soups, pozole, a ton of Mexican dishes. We're gonna stick to classic because there's another one which I love as well, that you can add nuts and then also sesame seeds, but sometimes I don't want nuts in my dish. That's why this one's perfect, versatile, and you can add it to basically almost anything. That's why I keep it on hand all of the time. We've got 2 guajillos, 1 ancho for that sweetness and smokiness. It kind of tastes like dried fruit. That's why we're only adding 1 so it doesn't overpower the salsa. 2 puya chiles. These are very similar in flavor to guajillos, but they do pack a punch. Lastly, 15 grams of chile de árbol, and these are going to be the root of the spicy flavor. They're so good, but salsa macha is known for being spicy. Macha means brave, so you gotta be brave when you have it. You gotta love spicy food. Having said that, you can always reduce the amount of peppers so that it's not as spicy. We'll give you a pass. These have been wiped clean with a damp paper towel, then dried so that there is no water residue because they are going to be exposed to hot oil. If you want to learn more about how to pick and store your peppers, I'm going to leave you a link so that you can check that video out. It is very informative. Remove the stems from all of the peppers. I'm going to choose to keep those seeds for that kick of heat. You can also remove them, but I'll leave that up to you. Do 6 large peeled garlic cloves. These right here do wonders. Heat a cup of avocado oil over medium to medium-low heat. Now toast the peppers and don't overcrowd your pan, whatever you're using. Just do it in batches if you have to. And you also want to make sure they don't burn. So it'll take about, I'd say like 15 to 20 seconds. Just keep an eye out. If you feel like you have to lower that heat, do so. I know it can be intimidating to do this step, but just remember, those peppers are gonna let you know when they're ready to come out because they're gonna start to release their beautiful aromas. And as soon as that happens, I can already smell them. I can smell the hints of smokiness, peppers, and the air. They're gonna come out. I'm not gonna leave them in there much longer. This can take some practice. Don't be afraid. If you feel like you burnt them, start over. I personally would rather under toast them than over toast them because there's no going back. It'll just turn your salsa really bitter. You might also see a few darker spots. A few is fine. You just don't want them to be completely dark. And these take a little bit less time because they're small. Make sure that you are moving them constantly, guys. These ones are gonna take like maybe not even 10 seconds. Get them out. I would say start early with these because by the time you pull them out, the ones that are in here could easily get over toasted. The longer that oil is exposed to the heat, the less time it's gonna take. Like these are coming right out. That oil is on point. Now lower that heat to medium low. Carefully add the garlic cloves.
They smell like bread when you're frying them.
So good. And at this point, I just turned off my heat because guess what? That oil is hot. As soon as they get browned all around, they should be ready to go. I don't think I'm gonna have to turn on the heat anymore. But I do want to emphasize the importance of everything being completely dry. I think I repeated myself, but it's important. Heat is off. I'm just gonna let this cool down completely before we can blend it. Grab a blender, add in all of those beautifully toasted chiles mexicanos. The garlic, ooh, I love the garlic here. Additionally, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, or you could do this to taste. And I transferred all of the oil into a separate container. That way it cools down faster. It is heat proof. It's just gonna go in there. Right now it's warm, good enough for me. All that's left to do is blend it. Now you don't want to puree it finely. It has to be kind of like chunky. You want to be able to see some of that chili skin in there. So pulse it if you have to and stop as necessary so that you don't overdo it. This looks heavenly. I'm just scraping those sides because I want to be able to get everything into my mason jar, which works perfectly when storing your salsa macha, packed in flavor, just diversity, different Mexican chiles that bring so much to the table. And you can pair this with soups, sopes, tacos, an avocado toast, or eggs, an omelet. It's just so good with everything, you guys. But obviously you use it wisely, however you please to, because it is super, super delicious. I'm just gonna cover this. It's important to keep it in an airtight container and just store it in the refrigerator. Keep it there. I'm gonna leave you the full printable recipe on villacocina.com. Don't forget you can subscribe to this channel, give us a like, and also click the notification bell so you're always up to date in cooking wonderful meals. All right, until the next one. Bye, everyone.